welcome to America's favorite grilling show, Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. We are at a Tour de Butcher.
Yes, yes.
Tour de Butcher. We are with our good friends Wilsons Meat Market here in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. We're going to have a great time today.
We are.
Stay tuned.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by Modern Home Products, the makers of MHP, Phoenix, and Profire Grills. Pit Boss Pellet Grills, Cherry Delight, Native American Tourism of Wisconsin, healthy homegrown Wisconsin potatoes, Sundrop Soda, Shooting Star Casino, Awesome Shrimp and Seafood, the Oneida Nation, and by Lashbro Aerial Images.
Something about cherries. Something about cherries. Welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling. We're having a great time here today.
Yes,
we
we
are
are
in the midst of our Tour de Butcher.
Tour de Butcher.
Boucher.
No, Butcher.
Butcher. Sorry, Butcher.
Over the course of the years, locally raised meats have needed for some great butchers and great meat companies, and that's what Wilsons are. They've been around since fifth generation now, since about 1870.
Wow.
Good old folks from Scotland originally. And the Wilsons have the Prairie View Farm, and they raise heritage pork, and we have to do it. Every time we come to Wilsons Meat Market, we got to do some of their fresh raised pork.
Oh, it's great stuff.
It really
man,
is.
I can't wait when we leave home, too, bringing home some pork.
Now, we might be in Elkhorn, Wisconsin, but we're doing this in honor of our good friends at Country Ovens up there in Forestville, Wisconsin. You can go to countryovens.com. They make Cherry Delight products. We've got some great flavors going to happen. Cherries and pork go extremely well together.
They do.
Really, really do. I've used the combination several times. And here's the way we're going to start out. All is
right.
fresh in the cooler over here. We got some of those beautiful chops, and they are gorgeous. Those are truly, when you say butcher quality,
Look at that.
beautiful butcher quality pork, farm raised, just local
And they're not
here.
thin either. That's
No,
what I like
right.
about them.
Bob asked what size you want. I said about 1.5 inches. Inch and a half. Oh, look at these gorgeous ones
man.
here. That's a cat's meow right there. When you're talking about pork, that is the way to go. I'll tell you that. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take and we're going to cut a nice little pocket.
All right.
And it's easy enough to do. Take a nice little paring knife.
He does that pocket so easy. You know, if I did it, I'd have little slivers all over me.
Hang on to those, Merrill.
Hold on, hold on.
We need that. We need that. A little windy day there today in Elkhorn.
No, don't shoot.
So we're going to cut a nice little pocket inside of there, and with that, we're going to take some Country Oven products. I got some blue cheese over here.
Okay.
This is their cherry jalapeno, a beautiful sauce.
yeah.
Just a mild heat, but you got that flavor of that beautiful cherry in there, and you got the beautiful jalapeno. And we're going to mix that with some blue cheese. Mix that together in there, and then we're going to add dried cherries. Country Ovens does over 1.3 million pounds of cherries dried each and every year.
That's
Isn't
a
that
lot of
phenomenal?
cherries, man.
That's got to be like top in the nation. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So we'll add some nice, beautiful dried cherries in there. And you know what? I got to admit, Freddie, and I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, Merrill. I have to be the first to admit it. I'm supposed to be working with the hot fudge too, the cherry hot fudge. I ate it all. I did. I ate it all on my ice
Oh,
cream. It
man.
is so gosh darn good. You folks will too, so don't blame me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what happened to the chocolate-covered cherries?
Yeah.
You ate those too, I know.
Them either.
Those were good too.
Yeah, I bet they were.
All right, we got to keep moving here.
Guys, hold on on us, Freddie.
So we're going to take and we're just going to pocket a little
I
bit
like
of that
that.
blue cheese, beautiful jalapeno, the dried cherries in there, and that's a great little combination. It smells absolutely delicious. As I get these babies oiled and seasoned with a little bit of our citrus twist, which has a great flavor to pork, Merrill's going to make a little glaze,
A little glaze.
for the next segment.
You know, I'll tell you what, for Cherry Delight, you know, all their products are really good. Well, I mean, especially for the preserves and everything. I mean, we're talking true cherries. That's what I like about it.
Exactly right.
It's just amazing. So anyway, I've got some cherry horseradish, and I'm going to use the whole jar in this baby, all right? Because this makes a great glaze.
Wow.
You know, my wife's always asked me, I could never remember. She goes, what was that glaze you did that one time?
Yeah,
Well,
remember
this is
that
it,
with the
yeah.
horseradish in there?
Yes. And finally, remember this.
Your
is what
wife
she's
still
talking
calls
about.
me up every day and talks about it.
Does she? Does she say, what's that glaze that he had? All right, a little bit of garlic. Not a whole bunch because it got the flavor of the cherries and the horseradish in it. So I'm going to go easy on the garlic. People are going to be shocked. Go easy on this. A little bit of brandy. And once I put this on here, actually the brandy will evaporate.
You keep going. I got to wipe my hands.
Okay, he's got to wipe his hands, ladies and gentlemen. We're just talking just a little bit of brandy,
It
not
just brings
too
the
much.
flavor out. That's
Yeah, it
what
does. It does. I don't want to overdo it. If I was doing the old bourbon steaks or something like that, I would definitely overdo it. But you just want to bring the flavor into this, and then just mix this up. And we'll pour this. Boy, I can tell you, I can smell the brandy. That's for sure. I didn't even use that much. And you got the garlic, and obviously you got the horseradish right here, the cherry horseradish, which is just phenomenal.
So-
That's
so-
a really nice flavor to that.
So we're going to glaze that the next segment. Is that
Right,
okay?
yes,
Once we
sir,
get
yep.
going with you. And here's what we're going to do. We got 2 chops that have been stuffed. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice little misting bottle, and I've
Okay.
got 2 of those beautiful heritage pork chops,
All right.
and we're going to clear a nice little glaze. Cherry juice, absolutely wonderful cherry juice in here. And what we're going to do is take a little funnel, and we're going to fill that about halfway full with the cherry drink, cherry juice. Then we're
Oh,
going to
you're
grab Meryl's
talking.
brandy over here, and we're going to add a little brandy in there, just a touch of brandy. And a little oil, because we oil all the meat products before we put them on the grill.
Right.
They're a nice lean cut of meat. They have some great fat around the edges, but they're a lean cut of meat. So we're gonna add a little oil in there. And what we're simply gonna do is after these chops have been on, the next segment, we're gonna shake this up and give a little misting with the cherry and the brandy. Delish.
That'll be
Guaranteed.
fantastic, man.
Go
I'm
to
hungry.
countryovens.com, countryovens.com for all your great needs. We're going to be up there July 10th of this year, 2021, July 10th, Mad Dog, Merrill, and Freddie. Great Cherry Fest up in Forestville, Wisconsin.
Come join us, that's for sure.
Please.
Hey, welcome back to America's favorite grilling show. It's Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling and Sir Freddie on the piano, sir.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my
tell you what,
pleasure.
Freddie, can you play a little Misty for us?
Oh, sure.
Cherry juice, oil, and brandy. Cherry juice, oil, and brandy. Screws over by Freddie a little bit,
Okay.
everybody.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I hear you. I
Thank you,
hear you.
thank you very much. So we're gonna give a little misting with that cherry and brandy, absolutely delicious. I'll tell you what, those stuffed chops are looking just
They
wonderful
are
on
looking
top over
good.
there. A little bit of that beautiful cherry glaze with the garlic, horseradish sauce in there.
Oh.
That's gonna be absolutely delicious.
Life is good.
But this is our favorite time. I'll tell you what, did I tell everybody to make sure they go to wilsonfarmmeats.com, wilsonfarmmeats.com. Locally raised meats, they got cheese, they got wines, they got beers from all the area here. You got to come to Wisconsin Street in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Great place. And when you do come here, you have to make sure you pick up a couple of pounds of awesome shrimp.
Awesome shrimp.
Awesome shrimp. Awesome shrimp. Got to have awesome shrimp.
You gotta have awesome shrimp. Good
Now,
stuff.
Awesome shrimp we cooked on the show before. It's phenomenal. Remember that there's brown shrimp, there's white shrimp, there's pink shrimp, and there's a royal red. The deep cold water shrimp, and that's what these are. Firm when they're cooked. They turn out just like lobster. They're great for stir fries. They're great for cold cocktail dipping with the
Yes, they
cocktail
are.
sauce.
Yep.
They're great on the grill. And now we're gonna do like a little paella type cooking right now. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our awesome shrimp and we're gonna add that into the bowl there.
All right.
We're gonna take a little bit of corn. So I took some corn cobs and I stripped them down and a sharp knife and I cut a bunch of little sections off so we didn't have to use that canned corn. And I'm gonna slosh a little Italian dressing in there to get those moist. We've got green peppers, just a few of those. We got beautiful
Beautiful.
red onion in there, red pepper. And I asked Bob over there to make sure he got us the best Polish in the world. And the best Polish comes from Wilson's Meat Market.
It does. I'm a big Polish guy. I'm not Polish, I'm Irish, but I love Polish.
I love Polish sausage. And we're simply gonna take the Polish sausage and we're gonna slice those babies up
Mm-hmm.
and get those inside of there. Get a little oil on top of those. We're gonna put some oil on there. We're gonna put some Grandma Hazels on there. Hey, before I continue, look at this mad puppy right here. That baby's never been used.
Well, let's baptize it today.
Yeah, we
Put it
certainly
right on
shall. So I'm going to get that on the grill and get that baby nice and hot. It won't take long. It doesn't all fit, but that's okay because the lid closes down. So we're
Good.
going to get our nice little kielbasa in here, our Polish. They got some great kielbasa. They got fresh kielbasa. They got fresh bratwurst. They smoke their own brats, bacon, sausage, and ham here at Wilsons. But we're talking awesome shrimp. You go to awesomeshrimp.com to get it delivered to your house if you're not in the Wilson Market area. But if you're in the Wilson Market area, stop by, pick some awesome shrimp up. You'll love it. It's great stuff. Meryl's going to do a nice little glaze for us while I get this stuff going.
Hey,
too,
let's get going. I'm going to do a nice glaze here. It's very easy. You know, as I've talked about before, is that you've got hundreds of different types of glazes and sausage you can create at home there. What I've used today, I've used some good old apricot preserves. I used a whole bottle of that, whole jar of that. I'm going to be using some of our spicy barbecue sauce, which has a habanero mash to it. It's not real spicy. It's got a nice little tang to it. You want to make sure that you mix this up very good with that. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some soy sauce. I can smell this already, man. It smells good.
It does smell good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You haven't even gotten to the hoisin, have you?
I have not gone to the hoisin, but you know where I'm going next?
Hoisin sauce.
Hoisin sauce. Nice, thick. I mean, that's what really makes a difference. And I don't know how much I'm going to use there. It's all in taste, folks. You got to taste it. Make sure you got it right. I don't have my spoon up here to do it, so I won't taste it. I'll just imagine. Stir that up. Thank you,
There
sir.
we go. Trace it. Come on.
All
Come
right,
on.
all right. You got to taste it. Wow.
So,
Got a
yeah,
tang to it.
but it does.
Yeah, it
That's
does.
all right. That's okay. That's good.
Good.
That's all good.
Found a little spice in there. All right, and then some
So
oranges.
with the shrimp, the peppers, and the nice little Polish sausage, I added some olive oil. We added some garlic in there. We added some Grandma Hazel, and we're simply going to mix that all up. Get the oils going in there. I added a little jarred garlic in with the corn over here, so we're going to mix that a little bit. And we're going to do a little stir frying right now, a little
That's gonna be
paella.
good.
I might add the rest of that Polish. I forgot to cut it up before the segment started, but we'll get to that baby. I think that's going to be nice and hot right now. I can hear some sizzle with any luck.
There
Oh
we
yeah.
go.
Oh man, that's going to be delicious. I'm going to get some corn on top of that. And I'll tell you what. When we come back, the next segment, we're going to do bacon wrap, fresh bacon wrap bratwurst with the pizza topping.
All right.
Sandwich. It's going to be
I'm all
phenomenal.
for that.
Stay
I'm all
tuned,
for
ladies
no
and gentlemen.
fat.
More Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling from Wilson's Meat Market in just a momento. Woo! Look at there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Ooh.
Holy moly.
I know. That's going to taste good.
When the wife said bring home the bacon, you brought home the bacon,
honey,
didn't
I'm
you?
bringing home the bacon. Got a little spice to it, a little
All
pepper
right, I
bacon.
like that.
Little pepper bacon today. Some beautiful fresh brats from Wilson's. Look at them babies right there. Those are honkers right there, man. Those are
Beautiful.
some beautiful fresh bratwursts. Nice tame heat, and you got yourself some great ones. But when you combine the two, what you get are some gorgeous smoked on the pellet grill, the Pit Boss. We got the beautiful fresh bratwurst with Wilson's bacon wrapped around it. We've been smoking those for about an hour on a nice low heat.
Well,
But
gonna
we
be
got a
good.
cast iron skillet just a burning right there. And Meryl's gonna throw just a little oil in
Put a
there.
little oil in there. Got to coat the bottom a little bit.
A hot pan and cold oil. Food won't stick. We're
That's
gonna add
right.
mushrooms and onions, and we just want to take the heat off those. So we got a good hot heat there. We're just gonna take the bite off of the onions and cook the mushrooms a tad bit there is what we're gonna do. I think it's time to just take a look at this little paella.
I'm ready.
Let's see that baby.
Isn't that
Oh,
delicious looking?
yeah.
Man,
Wow.
oh man, oh man, oh man,
Oh,
oh man,
yeah,
oh man.
Mad Doggy, you did yourself
Isn't that
good.
delicious? Let Freddie see. Let
No,
Freddie
you
see.
can't see, Fred. No.
I
Okay,
could-
then the heck with Freddie.
I could see it.
All right, here's Meryl's nice little sauce. And it's a shame to put a sauce over this, but it's going to be delicious. I'll guarantee you. It's going to add some nice flavor. We didn't season it up that much, so we need a little sauce. We're going to pour that whole half that stuff in there.
That'll be good.
That's the hoisin, the soy sauce, spicy barbecue sauce.
little bit of marmalade in that baby.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
apricot preserve. Oh, yeah.
Always got to be in the reserves, man. Okay.
Rebel, your brother was in the preserves, wasn't he? and you're into the reserves? Something like that.
Goes in the family.
It goes in the family. One quick stir on this mushroom back here. There we go. We got the heat off those.
You got her. You got her.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We wrapped up some bratwurst, fresh brats in the bacon. We've got some nice little buns here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open those babies up. And a few shows ago, we made, what was that sub sandwich we made?
Oh, with the
remember that
dogs
thing?
and the
Oh,
cheese.
yeah. That was all
Lots
good
of
too.
cheese.
Lots of cheese. That's right. It was 4 cheeses. Wasn't
Yep.
it? So we're gonna take these beautiful bratwurst. We're gonna take the two toothpicks out, and we're gonna place those bacon wrapped bratwurst in there. And slow cook them. We put them on the pellet stove. If you don't have a pit boss at home, take your MHP, turn one heat on one side, and put the brats on the other side that are wrapped in bacon, and just slow cook them for a while. If you want to sear them off a little bit, that's absolutely fine at the end. We don't care, do we, Merle?
No, we don't.
A little pizza sauce over the top of that.
Yeah.
Don't forget,
Very good.
these are fresh from Wilson's Meat Market from the Wilson Prairie Farm. Heritage, beautiful. I'm gonna put the cheese on so it melts a
You
little
got
bit.
it.
That's just a little mozzarella cheese over the top of that. Then you gotta have the pepperoni.
Man, the man's not done.
No, we're nowhere near done.
Pizza in one. Pizza in a bun.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Pizza in a bun, man.
Yep, we're gonna get going here. Don't forget to go to wilsonsfarmmeats.com, right? wilsonsfarmmeats.com. And stop into Elkhorn, man. What a great meat market. It really is. 5th generation, you can't go wrong. Freddie's favorite, we got to have the black olives over the top of those.
Freddie is an olive guy.
Freddie is an olive guy over the top of those. And I think we're just about ready to do a little scooping back
All
here.
right.
Got just enough of that heat off them there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you were far from done. with
Yeah.
that.
We got to have a little
Wow.
more.
I love it.
Freddie,
Great
what have you been
presentation.
experimenting on the grill at home with?
Well, you know, I took and made ribs the other day.
Did you
You
really?
did.
Yes.
You're the rib king,
Yeah.
That's
man.
what it is. And of course, Grandma Hazel's is the key to the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I learned from the best. You know, it is.
Well, I'll
There
tell you,
you go.
they
3 hours at 275.
275, that's
the
it.
ribs on the inside here are just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
They got to be from the Prairie Farm here, from the nice heritage pork.
Sure.
And it makes a difference. The type of pork really makes a difference.
A
with
big
the ribs.
difference.
And
Big
with any
difference.
cut of meat, it's where that meat was raised and how it was raised makes a huge difference.
Big difference going to a local meat market compared to the commercial stores. Put
So I'll
that
tell you
way.
what we're going to do. We got the beautiful setting here. I'm going to clear away. We're going to clear away some of this stuff here. I think our paella is doing pretty gosh darn good. I think that can be just about turned off. We're going to get things loaded up. We're going to set things up. Freddie's going to play a little music, and you can go to
Wow.
wilsonfarmmeats.com if you would please right now.
Hey, welcome back to America's favorite grilling show.
Mad Dog Maryland Fast
Mad-
Freddy.
Hey,
I
we're
was going to
here.
introduce you guys.
You know, I
Very
didn't
good.
quite finish, did I, Merrill?
No, you always got to have a finish. Or good old Italian seasoning here, pure Italian. Got to sprinkle that just a little bit over the top here.
Look at that.
Isn't that delicious?
Yeah, it's got to make a big difference of flavor-wise. It really is.
So we learned a few things today. We learned that you can go to awesomeshrimp.com, and anywhere in the United States you can get some awesome shrimp delivered to you. We know that for a fact. We know you can go to wilsonmeats.com, Wilson Farm Meats, wilsonfarmmeats.com, and you can go to Elkhorn, Wisconsin, find the best meats in Wisconsin.
Yes, you can.
That I can guarantee you. And these pork chops turned out just absolutely delicious.
Oh,
I
look
took
at
their
that.
I took their little temperatures, and they're at about 150, 152 degrees.
All right,
And that's
perfect.
about right where you want to take the pork off at. So those turned out just
Look at
absolutely
those,
wonderful. got those all bellied up.
Those babies.
Yeah, those are delicious too. Boy, that's a meal in itself, ain't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Speaking of meal in yourself, this paella, I call
Wow.
it a paella. It really did turn out really good. I think I've donned some gloves for this. baby here.
Good. There you go.
That's
Better
gonna
to be
hot.
safe than sorry.
I hope these aren't Lori's driving gloves, or I'm gonna burn myself.
All right, you got her there?
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that.
That's wonderful, yeah.
Beautiful.
Little stick underneath
Wow.
that to hold up. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
What a
Good
great
job.
little platter, I'll tell you.
Good
This
job.
is it. This
Yes.
is fit for a king.
You're absolutely right. So at 406 South Wisconsin Street in Elkhorn, Wisconsin, WilsonFarmMeats.com, the freshest meats in Wisconsin, guaranteed, right from farm fresh to the butcher shop. You can't beat it.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.